Hi everyone. Alright, so hello everyone. Welcome to the live reading full moon edition. Please let me know if the audio and the video is looking good on your side. So, alright. And once again, welcome to the live reading. So before we get into the live reading, I'm going to be explaining a little bit about how this live readings work, especially for those of you who might be new to the channel. Welcome. So for those of you who are joining in but you cannot see the live chat, that basically means that you haven't subscribed. You just need to click that subscribe button and then wait around 5 minutes. It will appear, and then you can just type in your question there. And this is a free and donation based live reading, which means that the donation are definitely going to be getting the priority. I'm going to be doing the donation based questions first, and then after that, I'm going to be doing the free questions. All you have to do here is that just post your free questions once in a while. Please do not spam the chat. Once I'm done with the donation, I will be answering the free questions. And yeah, I think that's it. Just be patient and do not spam the chat. Yeah, I think that's all. I think I've already covered most of it almost every time. Okay, so please let me know if my voice and the video and everything is actually looking good from your side, because we have been having huge storm and raining the whole week. Just making sure that it's not buffering and it's clear. All right, great. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mabel. Hi, Marisha. Hi, Srishti. Hi, Sharida. Hi, Emily. Hi, Salma. Hi, Bella. All right, so everyone is looking good. Let's start with the donation. Mabel, it's Jonathan's birthday. I haven't spoken. All right. Is it a good time to reach out? Just want to know. So, I think this person is in a little bit of pain, I would say here, Mabel. Like the first thing that I picked up coming up from Jonathan here is that he's in pain. So I feel like he's somehow, yeah, I've got the Nine of Wands and then I've got the Four of Swords energy coming up here. He might not be open about it, like he might not be, expressing it or showing it here, but I feel like he's actually waiting for you to come in and waiting for you here to actually wish him. So I'm getting a little bit of hurt is what I'm getting here. I'm not sure what is the timeline, like how long has it been. I mean, like how long has it gone for the day here. He's definitely expecting you, and at this time I'm getting that he's focusing himself either on work related situation or financial related situation at this time, like trying to focus his mind, like not really trying to, paying attention to the hurt, but he's definitely feeling a little bit pain and a little bit hurt here, and he's definitely expecting you to come forward and actually wishing him. Now, let me check what we have here. I've got the Lover's energy coming in. I've got the King of Cups. So what will happen if you wish him? Again, like I said before, I've got the Chariot energy coming up here, and I've got the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, with the Lover's energy coming in here. So overall energy I'm getting here, if you choose to wish him, things are definitely going to be okay. Like I don't see him rejecting you, but he might be acting out a little bit, like there might be a little bit of childishness, but even then I'm not really getting it strongly. It's almost like a 60-40% chance that he might acting out a little bit, and then after that, yes, he's going to, he's going to be coming back around. And I've also got the King of Cups energy coming up here with the Nine of Pentacles. I think there are a lot of realization that has been happening to him this past couple of days, and I think this birthday today here is also more like a realization point for him. Like he's kind of realizing, okay, it has been quite a while. Like I'm also like not getting younger. Like I need to actually like try to control my emotion, like trying to get better when it comes into my emotion, becoming more stable, both financially as well as emotionally, as well as when it comes into his own emotion here is also another thing that I picked up. So overall energy that I'm getting coming up is that if you choose to reach out to him, or at least that, just like saying like a simple happy birthday, he is definitely going to be happy, because for some reason I'm getting that he is expecting it a little bit, I would say here as well, Mabel. And with this Two of Cups, the Lover's energy coming up here, and the King of Cups, I'm not really getting a very strong energy that he would ignore you, or like he would not be communicating with you. I mean, it's not going to be like that, but he might try. I mean, like he may reply a little bit longer. Like again, a little bit of childishness could be there, but other than that, things would actually be okay. He's definitely going to be appreciative here as well. And with the Six of Cups energy coming in here as the overall energy, this is also talking about a reconciliation or the reunion between both of you here as well. Now, with this Five of Swords energy coming in here, Mabel, this is feeling defeated that he has within himself. Like I said before, he's definitely expecting you. I think in the morning when he wakes up, he was kind of like expecting you to communicate with him, or like expecting you to message him right away, and you did not. So he's kind of like feeling a little bit down on that. That is the only thing that I've got here. But you can, and I would suggest you to do it. I mean, you don't have to really like send him a whole paragraph of something, like just like, hey, happy birthday, hope your day are going well, something like that would actually like initiating other conversation as well. Thank you so much for your donation, Mabel, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Okay, so let's start with Amelia. Okay, let's see what is going on with him. He's definitely going to be coming back around for the communication. I've got the King of Swords energy coming up. Yeah, I think he's a Gemini, right? If I'm not mistaken, Amelia, or air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm getting a very strong air sign energy coming up here, which is his energy. Yes, there is definitely a little bit of balance, or like struggling to keep himself in balance is also another thing that I've got. So there are a few things of what is going on with him at this time. Overall energy that I'm getting coming out from him here, Amelia, I've got the moon energy, which is suppressed emotions, suppressed feelings coming up here. And then there is also a little bit of feeling insecure within himself, or just like being a little bit too hard on himself is also coming in here. And with this Seven of Wands energy that I've got coming up twice as the overall energy here, like he feels that someone, I mean, like he feels that people are against him. I think there is this a very strong fear energy is also another thing that I've got coming up, but this is nothing to do with you here. With this Seven of Wands energy coming up is that fear of like, what if I can't even say it's relating to you. This is more of like his own fear, I would say here. It's almost like he's trying so hard to not get too attached, like not only to you but in general here in his life, which is why I've got the Two of Pentacles energy coming up here and the Seven of Pentacles energy coming in here. He's definitely stepping back at this time. This is what I'm getting. And then I've also got the status quo energy coming up here, which is talking about the communication between both of you here as well. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this status quo energy here, this is the energy of when it comes into communication here, there is definitely a little bit of hesitancy energy coming out from him. Like he's trying to, for some reason, he's trying to build up this wall around him. So this is also another thing that I've got. The defensive wall up is actually coming in quite strongly here. And I've also got the Four of Wands energy here and the happy success energy coming in here as well. So this is definitely going to be a temporary one. Like he's still trying to adjust with everything, like not only when it comes into the communication with you but in general in his life. This is also affecting the way the communication is going on with both of you here. Eventually things are definitely going to be picking up again. So with this Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles energy that I'm getting coming up from him here is that this is more of him like trying to limit himself. That is the main energy is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. Like limiting himself is coming up really, really strongly. It's like he's trying to not get hurt again. With this Ten of Swords energy coming up here, like the first, like the first thing that came to me while I was connecting to his energy was upset. I'm getting a very, very strong upset energy coming up. If for some reason there are certain things that he's being upset with in his life in general, here is what I'm getting. Again, fear energy coming in here as well. He might be in a certain way thinking that by not communicating with you now, this is not the current energy, but in the past, he might think at some point of time, I would say here this past few months, he might think that not communicating with you is like upsetting you, like trying to punish you in a way which that he thought that he would be coming running back to him and you did not. So that upset energy could also be them. Overall here is that he's definitely like trying to regain balance within himself, which may take some, like which may cause this temporary pause, this temporary stagnancy when it comes into the communication. But soon, like soon after that here, the communication is going to be picking up. So you kind of like have to be open on that. Like say for example, if both of you are communicating for like 3 days and then one day you would be seeing him like not communicating with you and then the next day he would be continuing again. This may continue for a little bit here is what I'm getting, Amelia. So nothing specific as to not wanting to communicate with you, and nothing specific that he does not want to be with you. He does, in a way he might be doing this intentionally. I would say like around 60% of him, he is trying to regain the control, regain the balance. Like he wants to be seen that he's not running behind you. Like he wants to be seen, not the ones actually chasing you. So it's like trying to regain his ego here as well and making sure the communication between both of you going in with the flow here as well. So this is where the regaining the balance energy coming up here quite strongly. But at the end of the day here, I do get success energy coming up. So the communication is definitely going to be picking up again here between both of you. So that's it for your first question. Little bit of insecurity is also coming in here as well for him. Again, he might be thinking that if he was the one to chase after you, or if he's the one to like keep on the communicating going with you here, that might means that he did not really, like he might think that it was a sign for him of being weak, or it was a sign for him of being weak, or just like not being man enough, for example. Like just like being vulnerable could also be one of the reason as well, Amelia. Let's see your second question. His thought, feelings and intention. So his intention towards you here, I've got a very strong yes coming in here. So he does have a very solid intention about how he wants to be moving forward with you, how he wants to be moving forward with the relationship. With this yes energy, I've also got will you marry me coming in here as well. So overall here, he definitely have a very solid and strong intention about how he wants to be moving forward, how he wants the relationship to be taking off between both of you. I've also got communication blockage coming in here as well, which is what is currently going on between both of you. The communication is still on and off here. His feelings and his thought about you here, I've also got faithful, and then I've also got trust issues coming in. So I feel like this trust issues is more that you the struggle or the inner conflict that you have within yourself, because part of you here is wondering like, can I actually trust him completely? Should I actually trust him completely? Because again, like he might have tried to flirt it with some other girl before, like at least part of you here was kind of like wondering whether he was actually being unfaithful, like what you need to be doing, like more towards that. But with this faithful energy coming up here, this is again another confirmation that he actually wants to stay faithful to you. He actually wants to stay like committed, which is also why I've got the marriage energy coming in here as well. About his feeling towards you here is that there is a very strong guilty energy coming in here as well, for him feeling guilty and feeling regretful. Now this guilty energy here, part of him feeling guilty about how he treated you, about how the situation had gone all or had panned out between both of you in the past. Like he's actually feeling guilty because it's like he's blaming himself, like he knew things hadn't really been going on too well between both of you. And I think part of him here is blaming himself because he never been in a certain situation, he never been in a certain relationship here where it's actually like a positive healthy relationship. He might have been in a certain situation where there are a lot of toxic energy, unhealthy attachment between one another. So this is like another thing that going on his mind, like part of his regret and feeling guilty energy. Another huge confirmation that I've got coming up for you here, I've got the soulmate or twin flame energy coming up, and then I've also got the time is not right for us. Now with this energy here, along with the angels and universe are working on your behalf. Like I said before, this is more of like his own guilty energy coming up. Like he does want to be with you, he does want to be getting married with you here, but I think he's actually at this time, like currently here in the present time and moving forward into the future, where both of you are going to be married, both of you are going to be in a committed, long-term, stable relationship here. There are going to be a lot of like a realization that is still going to me. Like at this time, he's going through a certain realization already here, and it's almost like he still has a lot of things that he needs to heal from here, but I would say he's already around 30 to 40%, like already starting to do that, even though it might be a little bit low when it comes into the number here. But he never knew on how to be expressive with his emotion. He never knew on how to be expressive with his word and with his emotion in general. I feel like he also had gone through a certain abusive situation in the past. When it comes into his family members, when they also come into the love situation here, there is also this very strong ego energy coming in here as well. When it comes into like he's the masculine energy, he's the man energy, like I have to be able to do this, like I'm not supposed to be the one who's actually chasing. Like again, playing games are definitely there, like mind games are definitely there. There are still some like silly things, childish things, mind games that he would be doing, but like I said before, he's already like 30% on, like going on his healing, even though there are still a little bit longer to go through. But he would be able to complete the healing. I've also got angels and universe are working on your behalf coming up here as well for both of you. This is also another huge confirmation that both of you definitely meant to be together, and both of you are definitely going to be together. So that's it for the channel messages. Let's see. Long-term outcome for both of you. I think you might have told me this before. I'm not sure if he still has some sort of like a legality involvement with his family, the ex-wife or the children here, because I did get a little bit of legal energy coming in here. He might have something to do with legality around them. So that's also another thing that I've got. But overall energy here about what is going to be happening for both of you in the future here, as in the long-term energy. First of all, here I've got the Two of Swords energy coming up and the Eight of Swords energy. Now these two energies more into the short-term outcome, in a way that he will be both of you here, but in this case he's the one who's actually going through a massive release when it comes into his emotion, because at this time, like now towards the near future, I would say here around the next winter season, like from now until the next coming winter, the beginning of winter here, you still may find him like this on and off, or like this hesitation energy might be there, but it's not going to be continuous. Like how do I say it here, like you would see some progress, but at the same time here you would feel like, okay, why is he suddenly backing off again, like why he's not opening up himself, like you might be questioning in that way. Because one thing that I've got coming up here from now until the end of this year, he's going to be going through a lot of release when it comes into his emotion, especially it's almost like he's emotionally feeling trapped within himself, so he has to come into term into that, which is where I've got the emperor energy coming in here, like he's finally becoming the divine masculine that he's supposed to be here, listening to his intuition, trusting up his intuition. I'm also getting a very strong loyal energy coming up here, loyal and stable energy coming in here for both of you. So he is definitely going to be not only more stable when it comes into himself, but also like the way that he's being involved with you, the ways he's being involved when it comes into the relationship here, he's definitely going to be more stable onto that, which is also why I've got the Six of Swords energy coming up here, moving forward into a much more stable situation, moving forward into a much more calmer situation here. So I'm getting a very strong moving energy when it comes into the long-term future here, a lot of stability. I've also got a marriage energy coming up here as well. So marriage is also going to be that for both of you here. Overall, I'm getting a very strong success energy coming up. A victorious outcome, success, a huge confirmation on the marriage. There's definitely going to be a marriage coming in here between both of you here as well, Amelia. So that's it at the long-term future energy between both of you here. Marriage, he is going to be more stable within himself, like he's going to be like more mature and more grounded within himself, loyal coming in here as well for the long-term future energy. The short-term future energy here will be him starting to release his, because he's feeling quite trapped within his emotion, is going to start releasing on that. I'm going to be pulling up a time frame for you and let's see what we have. I've got the number 7 coming up here, 7 days, 7 weeks, and late winter is coming up quite strongly. So winter energy can be quite significant for both of you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Let me see the chat first. Okay, that could be the money energy here as well, Amelia. You're welcome. All right, so let's look at into Nate. So Nate, what should you do about how to believe this to us? Say. How should Anne know about how? Okay, so when it comes into an energy, which I think this is real, I mean, like this is your energy here. First of all, when it comes into the emotion and the feeling W has, I've got the angels of four direction coming up here. This is a very, very strong divine energy coming in here for you, Nate. So it's like at this particular point of time here, you are kind of back and forth again. I've got back and forth energy coming up here. You are unsure whether you should actually believe what you feel or what are the messages that you've been getting. This is more towards, I would say here, faith. And with this faith and fear energy coming in here, this is like a clear battle, I would say here, going on within yourself here, because your own fear is trying to tell you otherwise, and your own faith here with signs, synchronicities. I'm not sure if you even have asked for that. You can try to ask that, like say for example, you just like pray according to your belief, or just like ask for a certain number pattern or like a certain color of animal or butterfly to just like being shown to you here. But again, it is quite normal for human mind here to think, to just like directly assume that those are coincidences here. But at this point of time here, I'm getting a very, very clear energy of the battle between fear and faith energy coming in here. And then another thing here is that I've also got a consciousness of light and decrease energy coming in here. Part of you here having a very strong doubt within yourself, almost like an insecurity energy here. But the insecurity energy here is like not to blame you, but you are wondering within yourself here, like the longer that both of you have gone on without communication, or without having anything to communicate to here, you are starting to not only doubting this whole connection, but also like doubting yourself, like, am I crazy to believe in this? Like there are a lot of like inner conflicts energy, I would say here, that you're currently facing within yourself. With this decreased energy coming up here, this is also, you feel that you are losing up the chances. Like the more the time has passed in between both of you here, the more that you're thinking within yourself, you're okay, this is not going to work out, it's going to be coming up to the end again. The fear energy coming in here really, really strongly here within yourself here. And this is also another reason why I've got the back and forth energy coming up. But this does not change the fact that there is definitely going to be a commitment happen between both of you here. I think this is more of like the inner conflict within yourself, which is definitely understandable. I've got stuck energy. I've also got conflict energy coming up here again. The inner conflict here and the stagnancy at this particular point of time going on between both of you. W in this case here is W in this case here is feeling a lot of stagnancy energy to actually come forward and talk to you, or to just like communicate with you here. And on the other side here, you're also being stuck, and you're also like feeling stagnant because you haven't heard anything from them. You haven't really like, like you haven't really, like you don't have anything tangible, I would say here, to see like, okay, this is how he feels to me. All you have here is that in a form of dreams, for example, in a form of channel messages that you are getting within yourself. I'm not even talking about the messages that you're getting from the reader. Like if you just like sit down then and trying to channel some messages, or just like trying to meditate here, you would be getting that. Or even like in a simple form of like asking for sign, for example, here, you would definitely be getting that. So this is where more like a belief, I would say here, that you have to choose, because fear and faith energy coming in here quite strongly together for you here, Nate. So this is kind of like clear, like which one are you going to be focusing on your mind on, like which one are you going to be focusing your energy on here. Like at one side here, the angels of four direction, the divine energy, angels, God, universe, whoever you believe in, is trying to be sending you a lot of messages here. And then on the other side here, your fear is also like trying to take control of you here. Communication blockage or throat chakra blockage is coming in here as well. And then I'm also getting root chakra unbalanced energy coming in here, and sacral chakra. So there are four, I wouldn't say like a block, this is more like just a little bit of unbalanced energy at this time. First of all, here is regarding the throat chakra, the communication between both of you, which is what I feel like is currently going on here. And within yourself here, I've got root chakra, which is what making you feeling a little bit grounded. The sacral chakra here causing you to feel insecure within yourself, almost like blaming yourself here. Why am I waiting on this? Like, why should I even like not doing anything and just like sitting here and waiting for some miracles to happen, and then you keep on waiting and waiting and waiting, like every day you wake up and expecting some sort of like a communication to happen which did not happen, and then you're feeling down. So that's also coming in here. And the third one here is that the heart chakra, unbalanced energy when it comes into fear. I feel like you might be getting a little bit affected due to the full moon energy, and the Mercury is now going back. I mean, it's now starting to go direct, which is quite normal here. I feel like do not let your anxiety, do not let your fear to take control of. I would suggest for you here to even like test your intuition. Like maybe you get a certain messages here and you don't know how to take about that. Like just like try to write down and then see whether it actually comes to pass. So when it comes into like trusting something that is not tangible, it is within our normal human brain. I would say here that we cannot see. I mean, if I told you that there is a bottle of water here, like you would think that I'm crazy because you cannot see that, but I've actually put it on the other side of the table. So this is also things that you have to kind of like try to pay attention to here, I would say. At this time, I definitely understand how you feel, but this is quite clear about faith and fear energy coming in here for you, Nate. So try to meditate a little bit more, as well as ground yourself here is also going to be helpful as well. So yeah, that's it for your reading. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Hi, Shania. Okay, got it. Let me. You're welcome, Nate. And yes, I got you as well, Maryam. Okay, Quattro. Let me put a timestamp. I'm not sure if you are here. Okay, let's start with. Oh, that's great. Congratulations. And you're welcome, Quattro. Alright, so how can you restore your masculine energy? Let's see. The first one here, like I'm definitely getting a very strong meditation energy coming up here. I've got the intuition and manifestation. I've also got angels of all direction. That's definitely coming in here quite strongly. Focus on sacral chakra here, Quattro. That's also another thing that I've got coming up for you here. So I'm just like going to tell you as I picked up. You are definitely going to be successful in restoring your masculine energy. There is no doubt on that. I would suggest for you here to focus on two specific chakra here. Start with root chakra first and then the sacral chakra. These two chakra are quite blocked at this particular point of time. I mean, like when it comes into your masculine energy here. I would suggest for you here to do each of the chakra for at least 3 weeks, but I don't think you need to do the root chakra for that long. So you just kind of like need to see how you are reacting to the, like how you feel. Do you feel more grounded? I would suggest for you here to start doing the root chakra guided meditation at least for one week to 3 weeks. Quite easy. You don't have to like spend time meditating. Just like play it on the background while you're resting and while you're sleeping. Try to do it as much as you can. So let's say for example you are eating lunch here and you're not doing anything. So instead of like, let's say for example playing game or listening to news, for example, like try to at least 5 minutes listen to sacral chakra, sorry, root chakra guided meditation while you're eating up your lunch. And then after that, once your root chakra is starting to get balanced, you are moving to your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is definitely really, really affected here. And apart from the chakra itself, here, this is making you question about yourself. I've got the loving man energy coming up here. So you are questioning about yourself here, not only as a man, but also as a person. Like you're questioning, like I'm not even talking about emotionally, like I'm not talking about am I a good person? Like this is more of like questioning every single thing that you know about yourself. Am I actually, like a good man, for example, something like that. So this is where it's kind of like affecting you. It's starting to affecting your mentality here as well. And you are questioning yourself, yeah, maybe I don't deserve anything good, maybe I don't deserve anything positive, like maybe I'm supposed to be this way, maybe I've done something wrong. Like it's almost like making you regretting the choices that you had done in the past. This is what you need to release. This is what you need to accept first here. Whatever thing or whatever you had done in the past, for example, here, let's say I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say, for example, maybe in the past you were an alcoholic drinker. Like you drank so much of alcohol. Now you are punishing yourself. Like you are thinking yourself, yeah, maybe if I did not do that 5 years ago, I would be fine now. So it's almost like you are punishing yourself while your sacral chakra is still being blocked. So it's almost like you are running in the same cycle over and over again. So you would be feeling good, let's say for 3 months, for a few months, and then one day, like going to be feeling down again. So this is how you need to be, like starting to look into that. What I'm going to suggest here is that definitely focusing on sacral chakra guided meditation. This is really, really important if you want to restore your masculine energy. And then the after that here is that list down whatever mistakes that you might have made, like whatever it might be here, and you have to like finally release that from yourself. Like you have to accept, within yourself, yeah, you may need to do it more than once. Like you may need to accept yourself, yeah, I might be a drinker, I might be a smoker, but whatever that I am doing now, my masculine energy, like the way that I am restoring my masculine energy at this time here, is not getting affected by by whatever I had done in the past. So I might be a smoker, I might be a drinker, but it was already in the past. It's no longer affecting me now. You may need to actually, like repeat that affirmation. So you might try to write down, for example, or just like try to, like put it onto your mirror, so like you can actually keep on seeing that. This is also another thing that I've got here. Now I've got travel energy coming in here for you. Maybe, like you also need to try to get some fresh air, I would say here, in a sense that I'm also getting a little bit of frustration energy coming in here as well for you. I feel like you are quite focused with this commitment energy that I've got coming up here and the travel energy here. You tend to be like focusing your energy on one thing at a time. So let's say, for example, like work situation or financial related situation, and you're focusing your energy, like you are like going all in into that energy without taking a necessary break, without actually like taking care of yourself here. This is also another thing that you need to be that you need to be focusing on. What I'm going to suggest here is that let's just start small. Start with 1 week or 2 weeks of root chakra, and then after that move into the sacral chakra. And while you're doing that here, try to release one by one whatever things that you might have done in the past. Now once you have like a free time with this tribal energy coming up here, this does not necessarily have to be a big one. Let's say, for example, you just like going interstate, or just like visiting a friends or family members, for example, like just like a quick road trip here could also be helpful for you, just to clear up your mind. You are definitely going to be successful in restoring your masculine energy. And then I've also got the discovery energy coming in here as well, which is what you are going through at this time, like trying to find, it's not only about your masculine energy here, but also like in general, when it comes into your general life here, you are discovering or like trying to find out like what are the things that you're supposed to be doing, your soul purpose, like what are the things that you need to learn here as well. So those are the few things starting. I think I'll suggest you to start with that first, and then let's see how it goes from there. That's it for your first question. Let's see your second one. All right, so two more business opportunities. Let's see how it will go. Okay, so overall here, when it comes into your business ideas, there's two business ideas that you have here. I'm getting a very strong green light. I would say here that just, like go ahead and do that. I've got the Eight of Wands energy and the Full Heart energy coming up here, which is talking about taking up a leap of faith, taking up a chance coming up here. Now, individually, how will things go? When it comes into your first one here, I've got the Ace of Cups energy and the Queen of Cups energy coming up here. The first one, the online subscription service here. This one, I feel like this is going to be taking off a little bit faster than your second one here, because I feel like with this subscription service, you might find more people are actually liking that. So you're going to see success, or at least more welcome energy from this first one here. Like in the beginning you would see like things are moving forward smoothly, like it at least is going to be, I even if it's like not 100% as what you're expecting, at least 60-70% like what you're expecting here, you would actually get the result for the first one. Now for the second one here is that it may take a little bit of while for things to actually pick up. Again, maybe I'm not sure, because this is talking about a food stand service. I'm not sure whether it's going to be like all the time there or just like once in a while energy, because with this moon energy coming up here and the Four of Pentacles, you might not be getting, or you might not be seeing the market for that as much as you're expecting. Like you may have an idea, but once you actually start doing that, you're starting to see like maybe people are like maybe you would try to like experiment with other dishes, for example, like with other type of foods here. Like there's definitely going to be like some experiments that you need to be doing to get this second things to actually go well. Both of these ideas are definitely going to go well. What I'm going to suggest for you here is that try to not launching it at the same time. Like try to do it like one by one here. Like for example, like let's see, next month you do the first one, and then the month of January or the month of December here you are launching the second one. Like you can actually like try to give like a sneak peek, for example, that you can do. Overall energy, I'm getting a very strong green light here that yes, you can actually do that, do that. And then yeah, just like try to do one first, one, and then the second one can come a little bit after that. Okay, down. Oh, really? Congratulations. See, you already on the right track here, Quattro. Okay, Jay. And yes, Maggie, I still do. Yeah, the second one, I'm not really getting it as like, I mean, if I have to compare the first and the second one here, the first one is going to be like more moving in the flow. Like you would see like at least, even if not every day, like it's going to be like a market for that constantly. The second one is kind of like once in a while. So yeah, you are definitely already, I mean, like you have the idea on that. So yeah, overall, I'm getting a very strong green light here. Quattro, so definitely do that. Things are going to be well for you. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. So let's see. Amanda, you can post your question, please. You're welcome. Thank you, Quattro. Hope everything goes in your favor as well. Okay, regarding money situation of Amanda. 100% yes. I've got the Six of Swords energy coming in here, and the overall energy, like right away, I'm getting a very, very strong yes for you here, Amanda. I've got the Six of Swords, and then I've also got the Star energy coming in here as well. This is like a very strong wish fulfillment energy coming in for you here. So yes, there is definitely going to be some money coming in, but at the same time here, I've also got the nature energy coming in here as well. Like either some sort of like unexpected expenses, I would say here, right after you get the money, or this could be like the current energy that you are currently struggling at this time, like some sort of like a unexpected expenses, like there could be like some money that you need to spend out as quickly as possible, like something urgent is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. So I would say here, yes, there is definitely money coming in, but I'm going to be checking out more into that. Yes, money is definitely coming in here, but at the same time, there is some sort of like an unexpected expenses, like something urgent would actually come out. Yeah, 100% yes. I've got the Six of Pentacles energy coming up here, money coming in. I've got the Queen of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. But I'm just giving a heads up that there is going to be something unexpected happen that you may need to actually spend the money, or you might actually like need to gather up some money urgently, I would say. I won't say urgent. It's like you may get money and then suddenly something would just happen that you need to spend, like something related to that is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. As for the time frame, I've got the number 3 coming in here, 3 weeks to, I would say 3 weeks coming in here, but maybe 3 weeks to 3 months coming in here quite strongly as well. So within the next 3 weeks to 3 months, you're definitely going to see some money coming in and out of your life. I've also got the Eight of Pentacles energy coming in. I just love whenever I do whenever I do a financial reading, everything is talking about coins. So 100% yes, you are definitely going to be able to get the money. But I would suggest for you here is that to prepare for some unexpected situation, like I'm not sure if you have emergency fund, for example. So once you get a certain amount of money here, try to try to put a percentage of it into emergency fund, because something emergency is also another thing that I've got coming up here. Something unexpected, something related to an emergency situation may arises that you need to spend the money. And I've also got the Four of Wands energy coming up here. Eventually, the situation will definitely be more in your favor. Eventually, the situation will definitely be more stable, I would say here. The next 3 weeks to 3 months can be like can be a little bit on a roller coaster ride. Like I'm not saying that the whole 3 months things are going to be like bad for you when it comes into finances. No, but like from 3 weeks to 3 months here, you may find like some situation can arises, like might be like getting you a little bit frustrated and a little bit stressed. But other than that, like you would always have money, if that makes sense. Like you would always have money, but at the same time it may come at the last minute, or like if there might be some sort of like an expenses needing to pay out at the last minute. Something related to that here is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here, Amanda. So just keep that in mind here. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for your question as well. Truly appreciate that. Um, okay, let's see. Next is Maria. All right, Mariam, you can pose your question, please. Hello, Amani. All right, let's see his action. At this time, I'm getting that this person is currently weighing up his option. Sorry, I won't say his option. Weighing up his decision on making a step forward to you. I've got the Page of Wands energy coming up here, and then I've also got the Four of Cups energy coming in here as well. I do see movement coming in here for coming up from him to you here, Maryam. I've got the Three of Wands, I've got the Knight of Wands energy coming up here. I'm also getting a very strong like overthinking energy coming in here as well for him. So I feel like at this time it's kind of like weighing up his options. Should I text her? Should I not text her? Like what should I be doing? Like more like kind of like within his ego, which is also another reason why I'm getting feeling extremely overwhelmed and feeling extremely overburdened coming in here quite strongly for him as well. Let me see what is his direct next action. Yeah, I'm getting a very strong moving energy coming up here. So the next step I would say here would be him coming towards you. Would be some sort of like a communication message, phone call, or even like a face-to-face meeting that will happen between both of you here, Maria. I don't think it's going to be taking up too long anymore. I've got the Wheel of Fortune energy coming up here, and with this Chariot energy coming in here, like some sort of I would even say a miracle here happen, like let's say for example like bumping into one another, or like one way or the other both of you are going to be in the same place at the same time here, that the communication is just going to happen from from there. Let me put a time frame. I've got the number 10 coming up here 10 days from now. By the end of this month could also be coming up quite strongly here. I would say maximum 10 weeks from now. Again, I don't even think it's going to be taking up that long. 10 days to end of this month, or November 10th could also be coming up quite strongly here. At this time is definitely more onto at this time it's definitely more in his ego here, but that ego is coming down slowly, I would say here, because with this creative endeavor energy that I've got coming up here, there is a little bit of pain. Again, I'm not saying that you are wrong or he's right, definitely not like that, but if I picked into his energy here, he's feeling hurt, and the reason why he's feeling hurt here because of his own ego. Like he thinks that he's the right one, he thinks that like maybe because he thinks that he's the man, he shouldn't be feeling that way. Like it's kind of hard to for him to digest that you are also hurt, both of you are also hurt here, but I think it can be more into the childish energy, I would say here. Sometimes he thinks within himself here that he was the one actually suffering. Sometimes he feels that like even though that he knows that you are hurting, even though that he knows that you are also like feeling sad, but he feels that like I'm the man, like I'm the one's actually hurting more. So that victim mentality energy coming in quite strongly as well for him. This is where like this is where the biggest challenge for him here, like this is what causing him, like every time he thinks of like moving one every time he thinks like moving 5 steps, because of the ego is like moving backward 3 steps here. So this is like the maintaining the balance within himself is coming up here quite strongly. Overall energy I'm getting here is happy success. So I don't think it's going to be taking up that long. 10 days, end of this month or November 10 can be coming up quite significant, or around those time frame. Maximum I would say here 10 weeks, but even 10 weeks I don't think you need to wait for that long. Thank you so much, Maryam. I truly appreciate that. Hi, Srishti. I will be doing free question after I'm done with the donation. So you just like need to post your question there. Once I'm done with the donation, I'll go back up to do the free question. And even if you miss this one, there is going to be 2 more live readings that I'll be doing. So if it's night for you, then I'll try to like find a time where I can accommodate at least both time zones. For you, I would say here, Mariam, I'm getting a little bit. I won't say feeling insecure, but how do I say it here? What I'm going to suggest for you here is that try to do some, just like look up on YouTube guided meditation on letting go. But I don't mean of letting go him, letting go the thought of him here. Like the emotional feelings that you have within yourself here is also causing up by the triggers of you like you are trying to stand up for yourself here at the same time, like because your own pain in the past is trying to tell you that no, you are overreacting and like you shouldn't be doing this. You are the ones who actually like need to put yourself out there. So more into that, like letting go the conflicted emotional feelings that you have on yourself. That's I'm going to suggest. Or the second one here is that try to, for that I would say here heart chakra and sacral chakra would actually be okay. So either one of those two you can actually do it. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's see. All right, Shania, I think you posted your question above. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, you did. I'm not sure if you're here, Shania, so I'm going to be posting up a timestamp. What is RM current energy towards you during our period of separation? Okay, first of all, here the overall energy that I'm getting coming up from RM, I've got the Hermit energy coming in here, which is again, both of you are already in a separation, so this could also be referring to the separation as well as the communication between both of you. Like overall energy that I'm getting coming up is almost like a temporary pause, like just like a hermit energy. Nothing is going on. I mean, like nothing really significant going on here between both of you. But for his energy, here's quite interesting. I've got the lover's energy coming in here along with the four of wands energy. He's actually starting to be more in tune and to be more open when it comes into his intuition. I've got the high priest energy coming in here as well. Like he's starting to be open up with his intuition, but at the same time there is this like there is this two major energy that I'm getting coming up from him here. At one side, he's starting to be opening up with his intuition. At another side here, I'm getting a stagnant energy rather than stuck energy. So there are some improvement I would say here within RM energy here, that at least they know there is a very, I think they know that they still have feelings for you. They know that there is this very strong emotional pull, I would say here, that they feel towards you. This is something that they cannot deny. But at the same time here, when it comes into movement in general, there is going to be a little bit of slow process here, because at the same time here, I'm also getting a very strong confusion energy. I think at this point of time here, this person is trying to understand their own emotion, how to go about it, like what type of emotion that they're feeling here, because the emotion is quite like really high at this time here. Like this current energy, the present energy here, the emotion is all over the place. They have a very high emotion going on around, surrounding them and within themselves here currently. They are definitely going to be coming back around. I've got the Knight of Cups energy coming up here, and I've also got the increased energy coming in here as well. You would be surprised that he's the one who's actually, they're the one who's actually going to be initiating either the conversation or just like the initiation will be done by them. But at the same time here, I've only got the Knight of Cups energy. So when this happens, you may find them doing it like in the beginning, it may seems to be like a wishy-washy type of energy, in a sense that they might try to like flirt with you, or just like try to like communicate with you without actually giving any without giving any clear indication about wanting a commitment. Like they kind of like on the wishy-washy part. This is going to be happen at least in the beginning, I would say here, at least like once they come back to you the next couple of weeks after they came back, like they're going to be doing that. But yes, he's definitely going to be coming back around. That is the only heads up I would tell you here, like even though they would be coming in here, especially when it comes into the communication, you're going to see something like one foot in and one foot out type of energy. Like you could see that, like they would be like, let's say for example, asking you out for a dinner or inviting you out for a movie, and then after that they would like go silent, for example. So they would be needing some time here to at this point of time here, they're definitely needing a lot of time to understand the emotion. They know deep down they still have feelings for you here. I think they just like need to digest that within themselves, like they need to understand that within themselves here. Let me pull a time frame for the reunion. I've got the number 5 coming up here for the time frame. Late fall can be coming up quite strongly. Number 5 here, by earliest I would say 5 weeks, could also be 5 days, but I would say 5 weeks to 5 months, or the month of May. I don't think it's going to be taking up that long. At least within the next 5 weeks, you may hear something, or you may notice some kind of like communication, or maybe like both of you would be meeting each other suddenly, and then things are picking up from that, Shania. So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient as well. Oh, advance happy birthday then, Shania. Yes, I do pray that you would hear something from him during the birthday. Yeah, I think he's trying. Yeah, so this has been happening for a while. That I think he is starting to like. I think it just needs a little bit more time to understand about his emotion, understand his feeling in general. Because I've directly got the Lover's energy coming up for both of you, Shania. So the energy can be a little bit on the intense side, which is understandable. Maybe like he never actually faced something like that, so this is like something new for him. Something like that could also be one of the reasons. Right, so Jay, this is your reading. I'm not sure if you're here, so I'm going to put the timestamp. Right, your first question: what is the current energy for both of you? I've got true love coming in here once again for both of you here, Jay. And I've also got ascended masters. This is more of like a realistic. Okay, so for her here, I'm getting a fight within herself here, in a sense that with this present power and deception energy here, she's trying to stay focused on on whatever present circumstances or current circumstances that's currently going on surrounding her. Because with this deception energy, this is more of like a guilty energy coming in here, guilty and regretful energy coming in here as well. I think she's starting to understand. I won't say realize. This is more like she's starting to see the pattern when it comes into her love life in general, or when it comes into her life in general here, with this deception and the present power here. I think I would say here, if this is not the current, I mean, like if this is not like today's energy, like this whole weekend and towards I mean, like from now until the end of this month, her energy can be quite intense here. This is could also due to the full moon energy. What I, what I'm channeling here is that she's starting to realize a pattern when it comes into her relationship, when it comes into her love life in general here, where especially when it comes into deception and manipulation. She's starting to acknowledge the fear that she has within herself here, and the only concern that I've got coming up is that she might not really have enough support around her to put her or to tell her that, hey, okay, what you have been doing is wrong. This is good that you realize that this is what you need to be doing now. The only concern here is that even though she's starting to realize that, even though she's starting to understand that, she's not really having much supportive group of people, her inner circle, to tell her what to be doing next and how to fix and how to heal from that. This is the biggest challenge at this time here around her. This is also why I've got ascended master. So this is like more of like she's starting to opening up herself when it comes into self learning, like understanding her own behavior, understanding her own emotion here. Now, another thing that I've got coming up is that kinder partnership and the true love energy here, especially with this deception or manipulation energy, like something that he had done in the past. I feel like this is something related to you. Maybe she had lied, maybe she had done something to you in the past here. Like she's starting like to think a lot more about you. So if you've been, let's say for example, like dreaming about her, or like if you kind of like seeing her name or like her birthday, for example, everywhere, this is like a huge confirmation that she also has been thinking about you. I feel like now she's starting to, again, she's starting to realize it's just like a matter of time that she's actually acknowledging that she had done something wrong, something terrible, and slowly that guilty and that regretful energy will actually consume her. Now, it is going to be a good thing because she does not really have people around her to support her when it comes into her healing. So eventually this guilt and this regretful energy is what's going to be pushing her to this healing path that she is actually going to be going through here. I've also got the travel energy coming in here with the milestone. I would say here she's actually, at least there are definitely some progress, I would say here. Uh, Especially with this travel energy, because this is your second question, I'm just going to answer it along with this. With this travel energy here and the milestone energy, I think every week or every day here, things are actually progressing quite well between both of you. The major blockage that I'm getting coming up for her here is that when it comes into the root chakra, I would say here she's actually taking a steady progress, even though it's kind of like a slow progress, let's say like one step or two step at a time, but it's actually progressing really well for her to come to you and for taking action towards you here, especially with this travel energy. Because with this travel energy and the milestone energy that I've got coming up here, this is more of her action on closing out the gap or closing out the distance between both of you, be it physical or be it even like an emotional distance between both of you here. So that's what I've got. And another step, like one more thing that needs to happen here, I would say that she needs to realize the people around her life. With this hidden motivation energy that I've got coming up here, I think I might have told you this as well in the previous reading that I've done for you. There are a lot of people who does not really have good intention on her, like people are just using a lot of hidden motivation, hidden intention coming up here quite strongly. This is something that he did not realize, so this is going to be like the next big step for her here. Like she's going to start realizing that, and then combine with all of this regretful and her emotion is going to be like quite high, and then this is when like things are going to be progressing. So that is the energy between both of you. Let's see your second question. How close is she to be taking action towards you? Like I said before, progress is definitely there. I've got the Ace of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. I would say that I won't say midway. Yeah, like how about the percentage? I would say here is that 30 to 50% is also another thing that I've got, because now in because at this time here her current energy here, like I said before, regretful, guilty energy coming in here as well. trying so hard, or trying, at least at this point of time here, she is like working on putting up stability within himself, like trying to be stable within herself, emotionally speaking. Now, the another thing that I've got coming up is that King of Wands energy is quite interesting, because your next question here is that why is it that you are resonating with the divine feminine rather than the divine masculine? Because she's the divine, because she is coming up here as the masculine energy, the King of Wands energy coming in here. Like, she is in a way that she's a little bit more on her ego, but like she is too much of being independent within herself here. But that independent energy is like an unstable masculine energy. It's like stubbornness, ego, hot temper, like thinking that she knows everything, thinking that she's the one who's actually right all the time. This is why you are coming up as the feminine energy, because she's coming up as the masculine energy. Is it normal? Yes, definitely it's quite normal. And this is why, like I said before, this is why the healing needs to happen. This is why the restoring the balance needs to happen, because you are more into your emotion in a way that almost like thinking within yourself here that you have done something wrong, you have to be doing the work here. Like emotionally here, you are trying to keep yourself in balance. Like the more that you are working on that, the more she is actually going to start moving, or start, like coming back to become the feminine energy. But yes, the reason why you are coming in here as the feminine energy, because she's coming in here as the masculine energy. I would say here she's like around 30 to 50%, I would say here, when it comes into her healing as well as taking action to you, towards you. Right path of the reconciliation. Yes, 100% yes. I've got the Six of Wands energy coming up here, talking about the victorious outcome between both of you, victorious reconciliation or the reunion that is definitely going to be happening between both of you. And then I've also got the karma energy coming in here, which is talking about releasing the, or in like learning about releasing and finally learning up the karmic lessons between both of you here, which is what is currently going on at this particular point of time. So yes, both of you are definitely still on the right track of the reconciliation. I've also got the Page of Pentacles energy and the Knight of Cups energy here. Now, these two energy is really, really specific, because the Page of, now this is the future energy, like what is going to happen after she comes back to you, or after she initiated the conversation, for example, like after she initiates everything, what is going to be happening next. With this Page of Pentacles energy here is that both of you will be needing to start from almost like a ground zero again, like re-establishing the foundation of the relationship. So taking things slow is something that I would advise strongly. The Page of Pentacles energy coming in here, even though both of you here, like not only one-sided, both of you here have a very strong intention of wanting to have a committed and long-term stable relationship here. But the, I won't say the effort, like it's going to be like a step by step energy, I would say here. So a lot of patience, a lot of openness when it comes into the communication will also be needed. Overall energy here is yes, definitely she's also like learning and in like releasing these karmic lessons and the karmic situation around her. The reconciliation is definitely already on the right track. And the reason why you are more into the feminine energy, because she is currently in the masculine energy, and that is completely fine. Like it can change, like it is supposed to be changing. Like let's say a few months after now, you will be resonating more with a masculine energy. It's just quite normal, because it's just like the energy. That does not mean anything. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. So who is next? Okay, Jared. Jared, if you're here, you can please pose your question. No, Shantae, I don't erase the reading. It will still be here for anyone to see. You're welcome, Shania. Oh, okay, Jared. No worries. Take your time. Are things going to progress romantically with Heather and you? In a way, yes. I've got yes coming up quite strongly here. Like that's the short answer. Yes, things are definitely going to be progressing romantically between you and Heather. I'm not sure how far both of you have known each other, or like how far both of you, like have starting to getting to know each other here, because the overall energy I'm getting coming up here is that a creative endeavor. So this is almost like restarting something new, or just like starting to build up something new. Like definitely going to be new things happening between both of you here and Heather, especially when it comes into the romantic, especially when it comes into the romantic aspect of the relationship. Now there are a few challenges that I'm getting coming up here for both of you. Please take it as it resonates, because this can be your energy, can also be her energy, or even like both of your energy. The three major blockage or challenge at this time here between both of you, I'm getting a very strong fear energy, a lot of hesitation energy coming up here, back and forth energy, as well as almost like a lack of courage coming in here as well. So with the fear energy here, this is like fear of like what if things are not going to be working, like expecting the worst, or like trying to be expecting the worst possible scenario, so you don't have to hurt yourself. Like you are afraid of thinking positive, I would say here, or you are afraid like of hoping that things are going to go well, because you're afraid like what if I am too much involved in that hope, what if I'm too much involved in that thought, and then nothing is happening. So those kind of thing here, I mean like those kind of mindset and thoughts is also that, which is where I've got the back and forth energy and the courage energy coming up here. I do see a very strong movement energy coming in here between both of you, even though in the current energy between both of you here is that there are some sort of like a road bump blockages, or just overall here when it comes into delay. It's like both of you are almost running in the same circle, or like both of you currently like I won't say stuck, but almost like running in the same circle over and over again. And with this back and forth energy and the courage energy coming up here, it's almost like you feel that you have to be doing everything, but at the same time here, once you start putting up the effort, for some reason you're not seeing, or you are not really getting the result, or like your expectation, I mean like the way that things moving forward may not be exactly as what you're expecting it here. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this moon energy and the star energy coming up here, this is talking about a very strong healing, as well as suppressed emotion and suppressed feelings within within oneself. So overall energy here is I'm getting a very strong yes. Things are definitely going to be progressing romantically here between you and Heather. Let me pull a time frame for that. I've got the number 9, and then I've also got the Wheel of Fortune energy coming in here as well. This can happen 9 days, 9 weeks, or maximum I would say here around late spring next year. Yeah, it may take a little bit of while, but I'm getting like late spring next year can actually be quite significant for both of you. 9 days to 9 weeks from now. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I would suggest for you here is that try to not stress so much or over worry too much, because I've also got great gratitude energy coming in here. Like try to manifest, think positively. Like do not let your fear take control of you here is what I'm getting, Jeff. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Once again, thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. You're welcome. Okay, so Maggie, let's see your question. What is going to happen in future with Tim? I'm getting a lot of hanging out energy coming up here, Maggie. Hanging out, having fun is quite interesting. I think it's your energy that I did reading a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, or a couple of months ago, that I'm getting a very strong pregnancy, right? If I'm not mistaken. And it's quite funny because every time I'm doing a reading for you here, I've got the Ace of Wands energy coming up here, which is a very strong sexual energy coming in here for you, Maggie. So, I mean, in the future with Tim, I think there's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of like sexual aspect of the situation can actually be quite good. I'm getting a lot of like hanging out, going around with this Knight of Cups energy coming up. I feel like both of you will be spending more time together if you haven't already. This person thinks of you as really, really gorgeous, like a hot passion, like how do I say it here? Like, this person definitely thinks that you are beautiful, gorgeous, hot, um, like all those, like putting you in a high pedestal. I would say here, again, coming back to the patient and the passion energy coming up here, they feel happy around you. Like there is kind of like sparks between both of you here. I would say that both of you are just like almost like fire. I would say if I have to be cliche, but it's almost like both of you just kind of like can just like have the spark, like the spark is coming up here very, very strongly. So for the future between both of you here, I've got the 10 of Pentacles energy coming up. There is a possibility of relationship to happening between both of you if you are moving in that, if you want to move in that direction. With this 10 of Pentacles energy that I've got coming up here, this is like happy home, happy family, happy relationship, just like just happiness and completion in all level energy is what I'm getting here. Now, the overall energy that I've got coming up here is that the Nine of Pentacles. So the situation from where both of you are to be moving forward into the far future, possibility of family or just like a relationship to happen between both of you, it may take a little bit of while, because I think his current, if this is not his energy, this is your energy, like trying to building up stability, like when it comes into finances, career in general here, I feel like both of you are trying to building up a stability, building up like a money, and like financial stability is also something that both of you are focusing on here as well. So moving forward into the future for both of you here, I do get a point. Yeah, of course, the 10 of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles energy coming in here as well. There is a very strong possibility of progress and family energy coming in here between both of you, family relationship coming in here. I think with this Hermit energy I've got here, and this time I'm getting a lot of fun energy happening between both of you. Um, Even though I do get stability coming up here, like if I have to compare the energy, it's more like 70% fun, only like 30% that both of you may have a conversation about the future, the plan, and everything like that. So try to, like open a little bit more when it comes into the conversation or the communication would actually be helpful here as well. But the future is actually looking good for both of you here. Try, like try to not get pregnant, I would say, because I'm getting a lot of like sexual and a lot of passionate energy coming up for you here, Maggie. So yeah, thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Progress. I'm getting a very, very strong progress for both of you into the future. You're well. You're welcome, Maggie. Okay, Matt, I'm not sure if you're here, so I'm going to be posting up the timestamp for you. Okay, you're here. That's good. Okay, so your question is Meredith your soulmate? I've got the Three of Cups energy coming up here. I'm not sure how much that you know about the situation or how much that you're involved with the situation. There is a possibility of third party energy coming up here, either a third party situation or karmic situation. Now, third party situation does not necessarily have to be another person. This could be toxic friend, toxic family members, basically like some kind of like toxic energy surrounding both of you, or in this case could also be surrounding her. Yes, both of you have a very, very strong soulmate connection. This is like the direct answer that I can get for you here, Matt. Definitely 100%. I've also already got the Ace of Swords energy coming up here. Yes, both of you have a very, very strong soulmate connection, which I feel like this is also this is also almost like a past life soul connection. Both of you may have a past life soul connection here as well. But yes, both of you have a very strong soulmate connection here. And like I said before, there is some sort of like either third party situation or karmic situation surrounding both of you here. In current energy that I'm getting coming up here, the center energy, I'm getting a very strong of, sorry, not mentally, emotionally feeling trapped. Again, this could also be talking about mental trap, I would say here, mentally and emotionally feeling trapped. I feel like in this case, this could be her energy. It's like she cannot really speak out. Like she wants to be doing something, but for some reason she's just like stuck there, feeling stagnant, like not much movement, like not much of movement going on between both of you here. Like something like that is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly, which is also why I've got the Four of Swords energy coming in here. So there could be like a limited movement that is currently going on between both of you. I've also got conflict energy coming up here. Could also be like some sort of like a conflicts, as in like argument, misunderstanding, or this could also be talking about inner conflict coming in here as well. And then I've also got dark thoughts energy here as well. With this dark thoughts energy here, this is like negative thought, negative thinking. Like generally I would say here the situation between both of you might be moving up a little bit on a slow moving energy, or a little bit like slow moving energy coming in here quite strongly, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, stagnancy coming in here as well. But eventually there is a transformation coming in here as well for both of you. um you want a separation. So yeah, again, the third party energy here could be another person, could also be a karmic situation, because honestly at this time with all of this inner conflict, the dark thoughts energy here, I feel like mentally and emotionally both of you are not really at the clearest of mind, I would say here. So that could be like negative thought, negative thinking, fear, anxiety, frustration, trauma, pain. All of those things may come in all at once. But yeah, a lot of stagnancy energy coming up here as well. Yes, both of you have a very strong soulmate connection. There is also a very strong possibility of reconciliation happening between both of you here as well, Matt. I feel like it may take a little bit of while. Like, I think this stagnancy energy may continue for a little bit of while, at least before the communication to pick up between both of you. That's it for your reading. I hope it resonates. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Okay, let's see. Ruth. I think Ruth already posted her question. Okay, Ruth, I'm not sure if you're here, so I am going to put the timestamp for you. You're welcome, Matt. What is causing your financial blockage? See, honestly, I'm not getting a very strong financial blockage coming in here for you, Ruth. There might be something like, there might be some of that in the past, because I've got the tower energy coming up here. I'm definitely going to check on that. But at this time, I'm getting a very strong of end of the circle. So whatever financial conflicts or whatever financial blockage that you had been experiencing or you have been experiencing here is definitely coming up to the end, because I've got the Ace of Wands energy coming up here. And then I've also got the harvest energy coming in here as well. These two energies like almost this is like a new beginning energy, I would say here, like the harvest season for you coming in here when it comes into your finances here. Now the first blockage that I've got coming up here, now this is something that you have been experiencing, but I don't think it's going to be lasting any longer. With this Knight of Swords energy that I've got coming up here is that making move or making financial decision in a rushing manner. So I feel like you tend to be taking a quick financial decision without actually thinking things through. And especially with this Queen of Cups energy that I've got coming up here, this is almost like making financial decision when it comes making financial decision emotionally. I'm getting a very strong emotional involvement also coming up here when it comes into your financial decision in general. So I feel like this is why you might have gone through a certain financial disaster, I would say here in the past, like or you might not be seeing like much movement or much progress when it comes into your finances or when it comes into your saving. Now I've also, like I said before, with this world energy that I've got coming up here, like the end of this blockage or the end of this circle here, I've also got the justice energy coming in here for you. This is basically talking here about finally getting the justice that you deserve when it comes into your finances, when it comes into your money in general here. I feel like this is more related to your work situation, I would say here, especially if you have been trying to do some sort of like a jumping, like like a promotion, for example, getting increased income, like getting something big, like something new, I would say here, like not only something big, something new. I'm getting like a very strong jumping energy coming up here. So you may go through like a certain promotion here pretty much soon, I would say, because with this world energy, I'm definitely going to be pulling up time frame, but I feel like this end of the year or spring next year is going to be coming up quite strongly for you here. So I feel like by spring next year or by end of this year, you will be getting promoted or going to a certain promotion here. I've also got the Five of Swords energy coming up here. Do not blame yourself. Do not like because I'm getting a very strong defeated energy coming up for you here, Ruth. So try to not put so much of blame onto yourself for any past mistakes, for any past financial mistake that you might have done. Like try to release that because you are definitely coming. I mean, like whatever you have lost or whatever you are not really like whatever you haven't received is definitely coming towards you here is what I'm getting. Let me pull a time frame. I've got the number 20 coming up here. 20 days from now can be coming up quite significantly here. 2 months from now, 20 days from now, I'm also getting the month of April to May can be coming up quite significantly here as well. So April, May next year can be quite significant for you, Ruth. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay, your second question. Sorry, I didn't see the second question. All right, let's see your second question. What's coming in for you in love? Okay, I'm getting two energy coming in here for you, Ruth. First one here is that I'm getting a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I'm also getting a very strong earth energy coming in here as well, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I'm getting more towards a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming in here quite strongly. I've also got the Three of Wands and the Three of Wands energy coming in here as well. So someone that is actually near you, someone's actually like nearing you here is what I'm getting. Now, first of all, here is that for you, for your energy, here I've got the Queen of Cups. I've also got the Nine of Wands energy coming up here, and then I've got the Ten of Wands energy here. There are definitely going to be a lot of progress when it comes into your love situation here, but at the same time, I feel like you are starting up to open up you are starting to open up yourself. You're starting to open up your heart here, because with this Queen of Cups energy here, in a way, I feel like sometime you might be having this defensive wall surrounding yourself, but this is more like baggages. It's also another thing that I've got here with this Ten of Wands energy, that you might be carrying a lot of baggages within yourself, but this baggages here is more like being your own worst critic, I would say. Like you might be thinking within yourself here that you are not good enough, or like you might be thinking within yourself here like you are thinking a lot about what you feel as your weaknesses, what you think as your weaknesses, thinking that okay, this is it, that like no one would actually want to be with me, I'm this, I'm that. This is what you are currently healing and currently releasing here is what I'm getting with this star energy, healing and releasing energy. And this is a step by step, I mean like, this is a baby step, I would say here, progress for you, because you're definitely opening up yourself here, becoming more grounded and more mature within yourself. Like I won't say mature, like more grounded, both mentally and emotionally speaking. When it comes into your love situation here, very, very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy coming in here. I've also got a very strong commitment energy coming in here as well. An air sign or someone with a very strong air energy coming into you here, offering you a committed and stable relationship. I'm getting a very strong late winter energy coming in here. late winter energy coming in here as the time frame quite strongly, and the number 9 coming up here quite strongly as well. 9 days, 9 weeks from now can be coming up quite significant as well for you here, Ruth. So that's what I've got when it comes into your love life. Yes, Naomi, you can just post your question. Okay, sunshine. So Asia, not sure if you're here, Asia. Let me put timestamp. Um, Root, I'm getting two energy coming in for you here, earth sign and air sign. One of them is new. I feel like the other person is not a new person. I'm getting a very strong air energy. I'm not sure if you already have someone with a very strong air energy. The air sign, I'm not getting someone new. I feel like there is going to be another new person coming in here, the earth sign energy. That is going to be someone new. Like there's going to be two-person. One is like either someone that you already know or someone that you've already like in communication with, like someone you kind of like already like you know this person, or like you've met this person here, and the other person is completely new one. Yes, Naomi, I've got your donation. There are two people before you that have donated, so I'm going to do them first, and then after that, I'm going to be doing yours. When I'm doing yours, I'll be putting. I mean, like I'll tap your name here, Naomi, so you know that I'm doing yours. Now I'm going to be doing two people, which is ahead of you, Asia and Sunshine. Oh, you are here, Asia. Okay, great. Let's start with your question, with your reading. Just First of all, here I'm getting celebration. Spirit guides want you to celebrate. Whatever, I mean, even if you do not have any reason to celebrate, celebrate. And by celebrate here, I mean that how do I say, like just do what you want to do. Let's say for example, this weekend you do not want to cook or you do not want to do anything, like just like want to sit down there like watching, or like ordering pizza, ordering cake, whatever you want to do, like be in the celebration mood here is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly for you here, Asia, which I feel like something new or something worth celebrating is coming towards you pretty much soon here is what I'm getting, like a lot of celebration energy coming up here for you. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success, enjoy your achievement. I've got passion coming up here. Do what excites you, get fired up about your life, increase your energy level. I've also got expansion coming in here. Spread your wings, share your message, and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. So with this passion energy here, I feel like the more that you like overall, I would say here is that whatever circumstances or whatever situation that you might be facing, like throughout this weekend or even like up until the end of this month, it's quite normal that when things are not going as per what we're expecting, but I feel like you are being advised here, no matter what the outcome, no matter what the circumstances that you are here, always always coming with a positive mind, always coming with a mindset that you are going to get the outcome. let, Let me just give you for example, like let's say for example you are expecting a certain amount of money today, but you are not getting it. Like do not let that make you feel that you would never get it. Like even if you're not getting it today, like do some affirmation and just be happy. Like just think within yourself, okay, if not today, maybe I will get it on Monday. Maybe there are some delay when it comes into the like the bank or the postal or something like that. Like be in that particular mindset, be in that particular mood here is what I'm getting. And another thing here is that I've got action coming in here as the overall message for you. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspire action towards your dream. Move forward with confidence. With this action energy coming up here, combined with this passion energy here, I think you have been either in a form of dream, either in a form of dream or in a form of like you may have some sort of like an ideas coming in here to you, like what you need to either like expanding your business, like doing something new here. Try to write it down first, like try to put it somewhere, like write it down and then like see what you can do about it. Like this is the time for you here to prioritize your passion and yourself. And then another thing that I've got coming up for you here, Asia, I've got expansion energy coming up here. You are going through an expand, like you are going through like expanding yourself, an expansion period here where there is going, I mean, like, everything is going to be like fall into places for you, like a huge domino effect that is going to be there for you here. A wonderful energy, I would say, for you here, Asia, like celebration. Like this is like a really, really, really positive energy. I would say here for you. So that's it. That's it for your reading. I hope it. Oh, one more thing. I didn't even realize there is this one card left here. I've got sanctuary coming in here for you. Take time from the world, spend more time alone, meditate or go on retreat. So another thing that you are being advised here is that you either spend some time meditating or just like grounding yourself. Like try to, I won't say like close yourself from the outside world, but let's say for example, if you've been working so much for the whole week, at least the weekend for one day, like take some time for yourself, like recharging energy coming up here quite strongly for you, Asia. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. You're welcome. Sunshine, you can pose your question, please. How is Mr. J feeling about you after last night? They're actually feeling quite good, Sunshine. Here I've got you are my everything coming in here. I've also got faithful, I've got forgive and let go. I've also got trust in the divine timing. So the way that they're feeling towards you here, they're definitely like, I'm getting a very positive, happy, joyful, fun type of energy coming up here. You are my everything. So whatever the situation might be after last night, I feel like this is where they are realizing that you have a huge impact on them. It's also another thing that I've got here. I've also got self-love, work on inner self. So this feelings or this emotion that they have for you here is uh, pushing them, or like making them to want to work on themselves, to want to be improving on themselves here, Sunshine. I've also got forgive and let go coming in here as well. I think this is talking about whatever had happened to you in the past. This could be like what happened last night, or even like whatever had happened in the past. With this forgive and let go energy here, they want you to be able to forgive them and let go whatever things in the past, whatever un, unexpected circumstances that might have happened to both of you in the past, or whatever circumstances that wasn't really good for both of you. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that from this person, Mr. J, I've got trust in the divine timing energy coming in here as well. They want you to be trusting up onto the divine timing. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this moon energy and the Queen of Wands energy here, they definitely have a lot of emotion, passion towards you, I would say here. Like they're definitely seeing you as someone like a good, I mean, like not only a good person, but almost like putting you in a pedestal, I would say here. But at the same time, this person is having a little bit struggle when it comes into expressing their emotions, when it comes into expressing themselves. This is why I've got self-love and the moon energy coming in here. I feel like this is one of the biggest struggle that they are going through at this time, and you are like pushing them, or you are making them to be the best version of themselves, or like you are making them to want to be like, you are making them to want to work on themselves, if that makes sense. So that's what I've got here. Let's see the energy between both of you here. I've got discovery energy here as well. So I think again, the situation between both of you here is that like starting to, like taking up a shape, I would say here, because Mr. J is like more open, like opening up themselves here to discover whatever that is to come, or whatever that is to happen between both of you. Communication will definitely be coming in quite well between both of you here after this. Like a stable and steady communication will also be there. Quite good, quite good feelings and emotion that this person is feeling towards you here, Sunshine. All right, so that's it for your reading. Quite good. I don't see anything concerning. I don't see anything negative at all. I've also got will you marry me? I've got legal system and legal issue coming up here. They might be going through a certain legal issue or legal system. If they do, or if this is your energy, things are actually going to be going up in both of your favor, I would say here. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient as well. I truly appreciate that. Okay, Naomi is now your reading. Will your friend get what's the question? Will your friend get in touch with you, the one that ghosted you? Let's see. Okay, so your friend that ghosted you here, Naomi, will they be in touch with you here? I'm not really getting a very strong yes, honestly, because I've got the Three of Swords energy coming up, or at least this may be talking about may not happen as fast as you're expecting it to be, or at least it seems that it may take a little bit some time for that to happen. I've got the Three of Swords energy coming up here. I've also got the Three of Cups energy coming in here as well. I feel like there are still a lot more things that you don't know about this situation, because with this Three of Cups energy here, this could be two things. Either that they have completely moved on, like they are just like going to be friend with some other people here, or with this Three of Cups energy here, there could be a third party involvement, in a sense that The reason why the reason why this friend ghosted you could be due to the influence of other people in their life here as well. There is a very strong possibility of that. I do understand that you might be feeling sad about this. I've also got the King of Cups energy coming up here, a little bit of ego energy, or just like thinking that they are the one who's actually right. They do not want to listen or to hear about anything, like almost a very strong victim mentality energy coming in here as well. And this is what I'm getting coming up here from them. And I've also got the high priest energy coming up here. Honestly, for some reason, I'm getting that you are being used, or at least at some point of time here, they might have used you for their own advantage. Maybe this is not something of like material thing. Maybe this is not like something money related situation, but energy related situation here with the Seven of Swords energy that I've got coming up here, like they might just like be there, like an energy vampire, I would say here, like someone who just like using you when they need you and then suddenly like disappear again. So I feel like it's just best for you to not really expecting that to communicate or not expecting them to reach out here. I feel like it may take a little bit a while for them to do that. Now, for the time frame here, this is the possible time frame that they're going to be reaching out towards you. I've got the number 4 coming up here. I would say the next 4 weeks, 4 months, or early summer next year. If they are not reaching out to you around that time, I feel like don't really hold on into the hope. I feel like just like let go and forgive them, I would say here. It, I'm not really getting a very strong yes, honestly, here, Naomi. I'm so terribly sorry, but there is a very, the best possibility I would say here would be it may take them quite a while to reach out towards you, but I'm not really getting a very strong yes on that. Thank you so much for your donation and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. Okay, so I'm done with the donation. Oh, sorry, one more person here. Tian, you can post your question, please. You're welcome, Naomi. Okay, his intention towards you, Nick intention towards you. Is this a new person, Tian? Because first thing that I've got here is that I've got the Four of Cups energy coming up here and the Nine of Pentacles energy coming in here. There is some pain, I would say, here coming up for both of you, but could be specifically here Nick's energy, because I've got the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles energy coming up here. This person might have gone through a certain situation either recently or in the past. I feel like this is more something of a reason, like being left out in the cold or losing something. So this could be like talking about breakup or like separation that had happened recently here. Like they're trying to regain the balance. They're just like trying to regain everything within themselves here, which is where I feel like sometimes with this Four of Cups energy here, it's like temporary pause, I would say, like almost like a limbo energy. Like sometimes you feel like you could connect with them, and other times it's almost like talking to a wall, like that kind of energy. I do say that there is a possibility of both of you here to be moving forward, but moving forward here, okay, you say like as a friend. Yeah, I'm really doubtful that both of you would be able to start up a romantic relationship anytime soon. But as a friend here, I feel like there is a very, very strong possibility on that, because you are coming up here as the Empress energy, which means that your energy is really, really higher than him. While I feel like this person still has a lot of things that they need to release, that they need to heal here. I feel like they are going through a certain period of their time here. They're just like trying to regain themselves, like trying to just like regain everything within themselves here. I've got the Six of Cups energy coming up here as well. So I feel like this is try as a friend first, like just like try to just like have as a friend first, just like to see where things is going on between both of you here. Even though I do not get anything concerning or anything alarming here, I wouldn't suggest you to go into the relationship, because oh, he got a divorce. Okay, that's kind of explain it then. Yeah, just give him some time to like heal and just like regain the confidence within himself. If I'm talking into a friendship situation here between both of you, things are actually looking good. I've got Strength energy coming up here and the Knight of Pentacles. Quite a stable friendship. I mean, like, going to be a stable situation here, but may take a little bit some time here as well. Yeah, just keep that in mind. I mean, if both of you like have a very I mean, if both of you like already know, okay, like I want to give it a shot as a friend, so like don't really get your hopes high. Sorry, don't really get your hopes high up, I would say here, because this person may need some time to actually like heal or just like regain everything back within himself here, both mentally, emotionally, and could even be financially here as well. Thank you so much, Jen, for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient as well. I truly appreciate that. Okay, so I'm done with the donation. Let's start with the free reading. I'm going to be scrolling back up, starting from whoever on the top. When I started this live, and just post your question once. Please do not spam the chat, and try to not retract the question or delete your question, so I can go through it one by one. All right, so let's see who we have here. One minute, please. Let me one minute, please. Let me just scroll back up. Okay, so the top one here that I have is FM, Marie. So whoever posted the question before her, you may need to repost. I'm going to go with FM, Marie. Will you be able to complete your program? Will you be able to complete your program? 100% yes, you definitely will. Shristi, how is wife feeling towards you? They actually have a strong emotion towards you here, I would say, Srishti, but there is this ego energy coming in here as well for why, and at the same time here they also have this tendency to be suppressing their emotions, suppressing their feelings. Emily, energy update between you, your husband, and the third party. So the energy update I've got coming up here is that optimism and playing it safe energy coming up here. You're being advised here to keep your to be optimistic and be grounded here. Things are definitely working out in your favor. For your husband here, I've got the loving man energy and the playing it safe energy here. I feel like he's trying to, like, he's definitely not. Things are definitely not good for him and the third party here, but he's trying to like be as stable as he can, but behind the closed door there are a lot of like fight, argument, or just like not feeling good, like emotionally this person is not feeling good. You're being asked to be optimistic. Shady, will and the Sagittarius come and reconcile with you? May take a while. I've got the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups energy coming up here. There is a very strong possibility of a third party situation. The third party situation could be another person, could also be like a karmic situation that they need to heal here. May take a while for the reconciliation to happen. Ritz, when will you be in a relationship? I've got the number 5 coming up here. 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, maximum 5 years. Late fall coming in here quite strongly. I would say 5 months to the month of May can be coming up quite significant as well. Ashley, does Norman have a crush on someone else other than you? Not really. I've got this person is way too much focused either on their work, career, or school, or something related to that. Like they are quite ambitious person, is what I'm getting here, Ashley. Cancerian. Cancerian. Okay. Does Jaden have feelings for you? They do, I would say here with this magician energy and the Four of Wands. Yes, definitely they do. Okay, Shantae, you can post your okay. Let's see. You can post your question, Shantae. You can post your question, Shantae. I'll get to it. What did I do? Cheryl, I did not see your question, so yeah, I'm not sure if you're still here. You may need to repost it again. Sharida, I'm also not seeing your questions, so if you're around, you may need to repost it again, please. Not yet, Libra, love. Alright, Shantae, can you tell me what the tarot says about Shani feelings towards you? Alright, so we want to use the tarot. Let's see. I'm getting a no communication energy coming in here between both of you. Either no communication or just like being in a hermit mode is what is currently going on with this person. Like they are just like trying to keep everything within themselves, like just like being in a hermit in general here. Now they are definitely seeing you as someone. When it comes into the way that they're seeing you, like I won't say that they're comparing you, but if I have to say that, if he has to compare you, let's say, with any other women in his life here, you are some, like the way that you are caring for them, like the way that you are putting up your emotion out there for him here. This is something that he was really. This is something that is actually really, really appreciative about you. He's seeing you as someone who is actually gentle, emotionally mature, I would say here, like almost like seeing you and almost putting you in the same level, like a mother, like someone actually like caring, like a nurturer energy coming in here quite strongly. And with this devil energy that I've got coming up here, there are a lot of attachment is also another thing that I've got coming up for me. Like not necessarily a bad attachment, but with this eight of swords energy that I've got coming up here, emotionally this person never really know how to opening up themselves, never really know how to be open with the emotion, with the feelings in general. So with this devil energy and the eight of swords energy that I've got coming up here, I feel like they tend to be like keeping everything within themselves. So the ego is also coming up here quite strongly. For the intention here, I've got the eight of wands and the eight of pentacles energy coming in here. They do want to work with you. I mean, like they do have the intention of working not only on the situation between both of you, but whatever, like attachment or addiction. Again, the addiction that I mean here doesn't necessarily have to be like a negative addiction. This could be like ego, stubbornness, anger, something related to that. So they want to be working out on themselves, releasing all of this emotion, all of this, like mental stuckness, stagnancy energy within themselves here. The intention here is that they want to actually make things moving forward smoothly between both of you. They want to be working out on things for you here, but at the same time here, the anxiety within themselves is also quite high as well. I've got anxious energy coming in here, a lot of anxiety, trouble sleeping energy coming in here quite strongly. They definitely see that both of you have a potential to be together. Like even though there's some sort of like a conflict that may happen between both of you once in a while or here and there, but the emotion that they feel towards you here is still there. They have a very strong emotional feeling towards you. And I've also got with this four of wands energy coming up here, union energy happening between both of you here as well, Shantae. So this is how Shani is feeling to you. This is what the intentions towards you are. Let me know your second question, Shantae. I haven't seen your questions, Divine Goddess. At least not the one that I did earlier. I haven't seen your questions up there. You can post your question, AK. Just try not to spam the chat. There is a guy named Christian. There is a guy named Christian who is your Facebook friend. Will you meet? Okay, let's see. Will you meet or date with this person? meeting will be there, I would say here, Shantae, because I've got the Six of Wands energy coming up here, the Star. I've also got the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands energy coming up here. So I feel like this may happen either. I would say here I've got the number two coming up here. If this is not happen between the next 2 weeks to 2 months, I feel like this may happen around late January or like around January, February energy here. Like it may happen around those time. But with the dating energy, I'm honestly not getting a very strong yes on the dating. At the same time here, I've also got the Ace of Wands energy coming up here. The Ace of Wands energy is quite a strong sexual energy, I would is a quite strong sexual energy, I would say here, Shantae. So meeting is definitely going to be there. I've got the number two, and I would say here late January to February next year can be coming up quite significant. But again, this can happen as fast as 2 weeks to 2 months from now. Meeting is definitely going to be there. Dating, I'm not really getting a very strong yes on that. There is a very strong possibility because I've got a very strong sexual energy coming in here for both of you here as well. Maybe both of you, like, let's say, for example, like, once both of you meet, things might be, like progressing in that way. I would suggest for you here to take things slow because with this sexual energy I've got here, I don't want you to just like meet and then do like something like one night stand and then going into a separation, because your energy is actually coming up really really strong here with this Queen of Pentacles energy, which means that you're grounded, you're more mature, like you are quite higher level, I would say. I mean, like the energy coming up here is quite higher than him, so just keep that in mind here, Shantae. So meeting here, dating, not really getting a very strong yes. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. I truly appreciate that. um, okay, so I did actually earlier, I did Shristi, Libra love. What are day next actions towards you next week? What is day next action towards you? So next week here, I've got the Hermit energy, I've got the Ten of Cups energy coming up here. If you're expecting some sort of like a conversation or communication with this person, it will happen, but it's going to be a short-lived energy is what I'm getting here. Like a quick communication and then suddenly going into silent again. I'm getting overall, I would say here for you next week with this Ten of Cups energy, something would actually happen to make you feel happy in general, I would say here. Um, Libra love. Hmm. Ankita, why there are so much of similarities between him and you? Is it a coincidence? I don't really believe in coincidence, honestly. Like everything definitely has a reason. I've got a very strong soul connection coming in here for both of you here, Ankita. So this is like your answer, and the similarities between both of you here is also showing up things that you need to be focusing on healing, or just in general here emotional healing between both of you. Angel, general reading for you. Angel, for you here, I've got adventure, dare to do things differently, manifest your travel dreams, move to a new location. I think you have already mentioned this as well to me a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, about wanting to move with this adventure energy coming up here. This is like a very, very strong confirmation for you here to manifest whatever travel dreams, whatever, like moving energy that you want to achieve here. Dare to do things differently and adventure coming in here as well. I think you are being advised here to not really give in into I mean, it's almost like you have been doing a certain things almost the same way every day or every time, and you are being asked here to change. Like it's okay for you here to step outside of your comfort zone. It's okay for you here to just like take a chance here is what I'm getting, Angel. Um, Ashwini, what is happening with your connection with Amit? I've got 100% success coming up here. I'm not sure what is the situation going on between both of you at this time, but this person, Amit guy here, I've got the Emperor energy. I think this person is starting to standing up to be the divine masculine that he's supposed to be here. Like basically, like no longer going to be like playing games, like no longer going to be like wishy-washy here, like quite grounded and just like basically like stepping up to become the person that he's supposed to be here with his emperor energy, which is leading up to a successful and victorious outcome coming up here quite strongly for you here, Ashwini. So I think like he is starting to, how do I say it here? Like there is a phrase for that, but I can't even remember. Like like someone who tend to be like just like playing game and being kind of like not really progressive, but now he's actually coming up as a quite progressive energy here. A lot of progressive energy is starting to come up for from him here, Ashwini. How is Nemi feeling towards you, Nala? This person has a very strong passion energy towards you here, and this person is definitely thinking about you here as someone, how do I say it here, like someone who is having a necessary boundary. Like you mean what you said, you don't play a game, like you just like you say things or you approach things as it is here is what I'm getting, Nala. Melanie Joseph, what can I tell you about your love life? So there is a very strong, stable energy coming up for you here, Melanie, either soon or even like already there in your life. With this King of Pentacles energy coming up here, someone that is actually quite grounded, someone financially stable is also another thing that I've got here. So I'm getting a very strong balance energy coming up for you here for your love life. Who's next here? Kate R. Is there anything coming up soon for you? I'm getting financial energy coming up here, and if you can get pregnant, I'm getting a very strong pregnancy energy coming up here. Overall, I'm getting a very strong mother energy coming in here for you, Kate. Like either mother energy, so it could be like pregnancy, could also be like a rebirth where you're finally starting to just pick things up, or like starting to just like real life in general, I would say here. Salma, when will the reconciliation happen? I've got the number 3 coming up here. If it's not happening within the next 3 months, Salma, it may take around next year's summer. HR, when will he communicate with you? Could be anytime 4 days to 4 months from now is what I'm getting here. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months from now, or early summer next year maximum. The doll face diva, will Eric and you move together next year? There's a very strong possibility, yes. If it is not happening by beginning of next year, it may happen around summer next year. Twin, will you and your DM have a baby? There is a possibility, but there is a possibility, but I've got the Ten of Wands energy coming up here. I would suggest here to check with the doctors or with healthcare professional, because even though I do get a possibility, I feel like it's going to be heavy on you. So maybe like something related to your health could be something related to your health that might be not good for you, I would say here. So try to like check on that. But again, you can just like consult with the doctor or medical professional there to in. Um, Sunshine, Ashwini, AK. When will your twin flame communicate again? Alright, so I've got the Libra season coming up here. If not by end of this month, the month of October, again I've got the number 4 coming in here. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months could be. So October to end of October to beginning of November. If not, this may take around 4 weeks to 4 months from now. I did answer your question, Angel, just like I think 10-20 minutes ago, if I'm not mistaken. Bella, will all remember your birthday and reach out to you? Yes, there is a very strong possibility, yes. Amani, are you getting accurate answer communicating with your higher self through pendulum and vote? Yes, I'm getting yes, but at the same time here, there are a lot of doubt that you have within yourself with this page of swords energy. So it's like you believe it, and then some other times you don't believe it. So this is what causing you to have this confusion energy. And overall, I'm getting that you're feeling defeated. So maybe you are expecting something more than what you have been doing. You're expecting like a lot more clear answer, for example, or like you might have been doing this for quite a while and then you're getting a mixed up answer. I'm getting like a little bit of more trust and faith if it's actually needed here. But overall, I'm getting a very strong yes. Jaden, I messaged your Capricorn 2 days ago after him. Please let me know if it's buffering. I know it's buffering, but please let me know if it's still buffering. Yes, Shantae, you can push your question. Oh, you already posted a question. Okay, how is Sani relationship with a third party? All right, so who I was doing? Jaden. This person is currently going through a lot of inner conflict, inner trouble within himself. Here, I've got the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles energy coming up here. They're not entirely sure what they want. I feel like there are a lot of like pressure, I would say here, pressure when it comes into the emotion, when it comes into mentally, there are a lot of pressure coming in here. This person is ready to walk away from either the marriage or just like whatever situation here, but they do not have enough courage for that. So a lot of inner conflict is actually currently going on with this Capricorn here. You may need to give him a little bit more time. Marisa, will Alfredo and you reconcile? May take a while, but I'm getting a yes energy here. Okay, good night, Ashwini. Pink roses. We'll see. Oh, I think Shantae donated. Alright, so let's see. Shantae, I'm so sorry. I missed it. Alright, so how is Shani relationship with a third party? See. Lack of equal give and take, I would say here, Shantae, because I've got directly the tower energy coming in here along with the two of cups. So I think in the beginning, I'm not sure how long has he been in a has they been in a third party situation, but in the beginning it might be like kind of like all rainbow unicorns, all happy times, happy things. But as it progressing here, I'm getting a very strong unbalanced energy when it comes into the give and take energy, which means that I feel like one person is giving so much, the other person is not actually being appreciative on that. I've got the tower energy coming in here. This is almost like a recipe for disaster, is what I'm getting coming up here, Shantae. So this relationship is actually not going too well. I've also got a very strong of heartbroken energy coming in here as well. A lot of heartbroken energy, a lot of like disaster energy coming in here. And this is actually already starting to happen. Like, I'm not even talking about like things are actually already starting to be taking place here for him and the third party for them and the third party situation. I've also got the high priestess energy coming up here, which is talking about intuition. I feel like some of this, like you already know, like you already have a very strong gut feelings on that. I'm not sure how is the communication going on between both of you, because I've got hermit energy coming in here and the page of swords energy. So the communication between both of you might not really be going on too well, so you might not really know every single details about this situation. And even when the communication happens between both of you, I'm kind of doubtful that they are going to be open about whatever disaster or whatever things actually going down or went down between both of them here. I've got the Six of Cups energy coming in here, which is a reconciliation energy coming in here as well. I've got the Two of Cups coming in here as well. This is for both of you. And what is the future for Shani and the third party? When it comes into like openness, when it comes into emotion, like being open when it comes into the emotion, I'm getting a lot of surprise emotion and surprise feelings. So communication between both of them is definitely not going on too well. I doubt even they have a proper communication, instead of just like talking to each other when they feel it's necessary, talking to each other when they feel like, okay, I need something, so I'm going to talk to you about this. I need this, and like I'm going to talk to you about that. So might be something related to that. I'm also getting a lot of fight. So fight, misunderstanding, like a lot of like conflicted energy could also be there between between both of them here, Shanti. Not really good. I'm not sure if they're married at this time. Like, what is the situation here? Because even though I've got the Hierophant energy here, let's say even if they are married here, it's not going to long lasting. I mean, like this relationship, this situation is definitely not going to be a long lasting for them here, Shanti. Thank you so much for your donation, and thank you so much for being patient. Is it buffering still? Okay, I'm not sure which part that it was buffering, so I'm going to repeat it again, Shantae. The relationship between Shani and the third party is actually not, it's not actually looking good. There are a lot of fight, misunderstanding, almost like a disastrous energy coming in here as well. Coming in here as well for them, Shantae. It's almost like they could never really, like be in the same room and communicate properly. Like they are only there to communicate once in a while, or whenever they feel it's necessary. So yeah, definitely not definitely not good between between them and third party. Okay, pink roses. Will C pay the amount I'm looking for when we talk? Might not be the same amount. Like they could be paying you something. I would say here with this Three of Pentacles, but try to not really have that expectation. Maybe they would pay you half or like do some sort of like a sort of something like a settlement. Energy could be there. What is Shashi as Virgo feelings for you, Divine Goddess? This person is actually feeling quite good about you here. I've got the sun energy. Whenever they're thinking about you, they're actually thinking a lot of happy thoughts. And I've also got the Ace of Swords energy coming in here. If there is no communication going on between both of you, this Ace of Swords energy is talking about communication that will be happening between between both of you. Overall, I'm getting a very strong, happy, and good energy, I would say here, Divine Goddess. Iman, Iman, message or advice from your guides. I've got courage and leadership coming in for you here. You're being advised to step out into your leadership power. Have the courage to just like step in and do whatever you want to be. Like take that leap of faith here is what I'm getting. Leadership, step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. I've also got courage coming in here. You are safe, fear is an illusion, set strong boundaries. So you're being advised here to actually take a leap of faith and just like show your courage. Do not live in fear. Yes, I did, Libra. I did reach you. You may need to rewind back up. Okay, Jade and done. Yes, I did, Julie Brolop. I think I said that if you are not in communication, the communication will happen, but it's going to be a little bit of short lived. But overall, here, I feel like this person, I mean, like whatever the action next week here is going to make you happy. I think it's like that. But you may need to rewind back. Joe's Mystic. Joe's Mystic. Hello, welcome. What is John's true feelings and intention to you? All right, this person seems, I'm not sure if there is an age gap between both of you or not, but there could be, if there is no age gap between both of you, and if this person is not a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this can be talking about immaturity and childishness coming in here from them. Even though they do have, like a good thoughts or good emotion about you here, but there are certain situation or certain behavior that they need to let go of here. Like I'm not really getting a very strong, like I'm not getting a very strong mature intention that they have for you here, Joe Mystic. All right, so as general guidance for you. All right, so for you here, as I've got dance coming up here. Move your body to the music, dance with the rhythm of life, manifest your dreams through dance. I've also got anger coming in here as well. Safely express your anger. Use your anger as a positive force. Honor all your emotion as sacred. So during this full moon energy, you might be feeling intensity of your emotion. Like your emotion can be kind of like going haywire, but that's completely fine. Not only about anger, but in general here with your emotion, be it positive, be it positive or negative emotion, whatever it might be here, like express it. Like Do not try to conceal it, but express it here is what I'm getting coming up here. And then I've also got dance energy coming in here. Like find a way to release whatever stress, to release whatever frustration that you may have within yourself. So love life, love light. Will you receive the healing that you are waiting for here? Yes, but you need to be open for that. I'm getting this Four of Pentacles energy here, like open up yourself here for that. So that's it for the reading. I think I've done all the donation and free reading. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in, and thank you so much everyone for donating as well. So there will be two more live reading that I'm going to be doing. I don't think I'll be doing one tonight, so it's going to be like tomorrow morning or afternoon, and then tomorrow night. So those are the last two reading. Actually, I did answer your question. I've been asking so many questions. This is a free live reading, which means I only answer one free questions, and I already answer yours. When you ask whether Norman have any crush apart from you, I said no. It's only one free question. I've already pinned that information also up there. So please be understanding about that. I would actually appreciate it more. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to be doing another live reading, two more live reading, which is going to be the last one for this month of October 2021. Tomorrow morning or afternoon, and then tomorrow evening there's going to be one more. And then after that, the next live reading will be in the month of November. All right, so have a good day, have a good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye, everyone.